Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric, and we're already heading into October, and in the world of Nintendo, there's still a lot of unanswered questions to be found out. So, first of all, let me ask you guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Nintendo. How do you guys feel about Nintendo? I mean, radio silent for so long, no Nintendo Direct over in a year. Doing all these Indie World showcases, all these partner showcases, all these minis, random announcement drops like Paper Mario, Origami King, and Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and Age of Calamity. It just seems that Nintendo loves making people wait. But one thing that we have actually been wanting to know confirmation of, because these rumors have been swirling for over a year, is whether a Switch Pro is going to come or not. Almost every live stream that I have, I always hear people say, "Hey Eric, do you think a Switch Pro is going to happen? Hey Eric, should I buy a Nintendo Switch now or wait until a Switch Pro happens? Hey Eric, are you going to get a Switch Pro when it comes out?" It's always questions about this. Even though this literally has not been confirmed by Nintendo, it's been covered by Bloomberg, different Taiwanese websites, business websites. Companies hint at it. There's been rumors about developers being told to make their games 4K ready. It's almost like it's all but confirmed by Nintendo. It's like one of the worst kept secrets that this is going to happen. And there's people still in the comments down below, I'm sure, are already commenting that it's not going to happen. They'll believe it when they see it. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm taking it too, day by day. I'm not expecting a Switch Pro to come out. I'm not entitled to one. I don't feel like one should, but it would be welcomed. I personally would get one if it comes out, if it has higher processing, if it's a better resolution, especially if it's 4K, if there's going to be bigger and better games that come out for it, like huge games that couldn't fit on the regular Nintendo Switch. You bet your booty I'm going to get a Switch Pro. But now I've read an interesting article that has a quote-unquote reliable industry insider and well-known leaker saying that any recent rumors that you've seen about a Switch Pro are absolutely true. So I thought this would be an interesting read to discuss and talk about. Before I read the thing, if you're not subbed yet, go ahead and hit that subscription button, enable that bell so we can keep up to date on Switch Pro rumors, Nintendo Direct rumors, as well as Xbox Series X and all that. But check this out. Switch Pro rumors are true, he says leakers. A reliable industry insider and well-known leaker states that the recent rumors about a Nintendo Switch Pro console revision are true. So here we go. According to various reports from reliable sources, Nintendo is planning to release a new Switch console in 2021. So we've been talking about this for quite some time. Other channels have covered it. Spawnwave, RGT. It's been a while. This has been a rumor. Nintendo itself has yet to make any such announcement, but the company's long history of console revisions certainly suggests that a Switch Pro console is inevitable. So, everything that we have been reading up to this point has led to it except Nintendo confirming. Industry insider and frequent Resident Evil franchise leaker, AestheticGamer, has added their voice to those claiming that the Switch Pro rumors are true. So, AestheticGamer has a reputation as being somebody credible that has leaked information in the past. They have inside info, things like that. So the AestheticGamer said as much on Twitter and also pointed out that recent Switch releases have had an unlocked frame rate with the Switch Pro console in mind. So recent Switch games unlocked frame rate. This will supposedly allow these games to have an easy performance boost when played on the Switch Pro. So is this part of the whole make your games 4K ready thing that developers were told? So recent Switch game releases have unlocked frame rates. That's a very interesting tidbit right there. Besides running games more efficiently, the other biggest rumor is that the Switch Pro will 4K support. Whether or not that's accurate remains to be seen, but it would be a major selling point and convince those that already own the Switch to double dip on the new console. So for me, if it is 4K available and capable, has support for it, better resolution, then you bet I'm going to double dip and buy a new Switch console. Me personally, I don't know about you guys. How much a potential Switch Pro would cost is also up in the air, but one has to imagine that 4K capabilities would drive the price point up quite a bit. So yeah, it would definitely be higher. So here's a tweet from AestheticGamer. It says, I know the Switch Pro rumors are true, and the reason a lot of Switch games recently have been keeping their frame rate unlocked is to have easy performance boost on it. And they were asked by somebody if they know if there's any Nintendo stuff they're aware in general, and if they're able to share it. So it's actually pretty interesting. Now, take it again with a grain of salt. Anybody can just pop onto social media and say some BS to get attention or to look cool or whatever you want to call it. It's a very easy thing to do. Lots of times, half the stuff that people say online doesn't happen anyway. But it's still fun to sit here and speculate. And these what-if scenarios really get me excited. So let's continue. Other rumors still have claimed that the Switch Pro will strictly be a home console, abandoning the system's ability to swap between home, console, and handheld mode. Basically, this would make it the opposite of the Switch Lite. So the Switch Lite, handheld only, can't dock. Alright, but again, nothing official has been confirmed. And until Nintendo itself decides to share more information about the supposed Switch Pro console, all fans can do is speculate. So yeah, again, it leads back to Nintendo hasn't talked. Nintendo ain't saying nothing. If Nintendo is planning on releasing a Switch console in 2021, one can expect an announcement within the next year or so. And in fact, it could just be a matter of months. One theory is that Nintendo is planning to launch the Switch Pro at the same time in March to coincide with the release dates of some recently announced games, particularly Monster Hunter Rise. However, this theory has yet to be corroborated by any reliable sources. So, just recently, Monster Hunter games were announced. Breath of the Wild 2 is still coming out too. That's been rumored to be a Switch Pro title if Switch Pro is happening. A year or two before someone announces, I could see that being more realistic than it being announced somewhere right now. I don't think it would be coming right now, anytime soon. Maybe at the earliest, sometime in the spring, maybe the summer. Reports that I've said is early 2021. This would be coming out. It's September right now. I don't know. If they did, that would be a bombshell announcement. It says, while Switch Pro may or may not exist, Nintendo has confirmed that it is working on a new console. So this was in an investor briefing call. They did say the next console would have a unique gameplay mechanic, hardware to software hybrid. However, this new console is expected to be a proper Switch successor, not just a revision, so fans shouldn't expect to see it in 2021. That would be way too soon. After all, Nintendo has decided to lengthen the Switch's lifespan as the home console hybrid, as I'm stuttering all of myself, has proven to be a massive success of no sign slowing down. So, very interesting read. Some stuff like that, saying this leaker is saying the rumors are completely true. I don't think it's out of the realm to say Nintendo could be working on a pro model or a more efficient model to play Switch games as well as exclusive brand new, more powerful games. I'm going to lean with it. I'm going to wait and see, but I'm not ruling it out completely. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. What do you think about this? Do you still want to take the wait and see? Do you still think it's BS? Do you think it's a waste of time to make a pro console when they could just focus on making the next one? Let me know your thoughts. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. Click that big red button down this way. Yeah, it's completely free. Enable that bell so you don't miss my notifications, so you can stay up to date on all things Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X, and so forth. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you on the next one.